Hey guys, it's Kevin Kreider. More than just muscle. Today is an intermittent fasting Q&A. The first question I have is from Danielle. Doesn't medium chain triglycerides break the fast? Technically, on a traditional fast, yes, especially a religious fast, and certain ones, water will even break the fast. And the thing with the medium chain triglycerides, yes, it technically does break the fast because you will have food in your body. But in this type of fasting that most people are talking about these days is just staying in a more ketogenic state. And with the ketogenic state, you can pretty much stay in more of a heightened alertness. But also, too, when you just have fats in your diet, it doesn't raise your insulin levels. It's really all about the insulin level anyway, because when you raise your insulin levels, it reduces the growth hormone levels and also something that you call the fight or flight response, which is from your sympathetic nervous system, and that will actually decrease as well. So what you want to do is have insulin levels very low or just off because then you can actually start increasing. It's like this, increasing the growth hormone and sympathetic nervous system, sympathetic fight or flight responses as it goes on. So it's really about just keeping the insulin levels very low. And the reason why they say don't even have protein too is because proteins will increase insulin levels over a certain amount too. And also watch out for the caffeine intake as well. So for this type of fasting, yes, medium chain triglycerides do not break the fast in this type of fasting, especially in the versions that we're speaking about with intermittent fasting, such as the lean gains or the warrior diet style. The next question, it's about consuming coffee while fasting. Since coffee does contain trace calories, 1 to 3, won't that basically remove you from the fasted state and thus HGH? And they've been searching for a secretion of HGH, but most often do not touch about consuming 0-calorie drinks with exception of water. That's a great question because it actually goes back to the first one too. Yes, it's only 1 to 3 calories. And the thing is though, it has 0 chances of raising your insulin levels, which will increase your growth hormone levels, like I said, over time. That's a really interesting point actually, is because coffee does have trace calories in it, 1 to 3, and that is true. Even basically like 0-calorie drinks that they claim do have technically a little bit of calories. It's just that basically if it's less than 1 gram or something like that, the FDA doesn't say you have to actually say it's on the label. You can say it's 0 calories. So there's a little bit of leeway with what is allowed on the back of packages. And the thing is, it's really about, like, we go back to the first question, which is your insulin levels raised? Are your insulin levels high or rising? Because here's the thing, when insulin's present and rising, growth hormone starts to decrease and starts to decrease. And same thing with your sympathetic nervous system, starts to decrease and decrease. Raising insulin levels basically tells your body that it's being fed. And when that's being fed, your parasympathetic nervous system kicks in, which is the opposite of the sympathetic nervous system, which tells you that you're fed, and you get to slow down a little bit more, and it starts digestion and everything. So, and it starts to store carbohydrates, and it starts to store or add more fat into your body, literally. So the thing is, guys, it's all about the insulin really when it comes to fasting. So no, coffee won't do it unless you have a high caffeine intake, and then it could do that as well. Should you work out in the beginning of your fast or at the end? Wouldn't you benefit more fat burning effect if you work out in the beginning of a fast? I actually prefer to work out right before I break my fast. The reason why I like to do that is because the longer I start to fast, the more growth hormone gets to get increased. So then after, when I train, and when I'm training, my growth hormone levels increase even more, and then I become more insulin sensitive, which means that when I eat food, it uses it and starts to store it efficiently without turning it into fat. And that's the thing, guys, it's all to your preference too. I don't believe that it's really about burning more calories eventually. For me, it's trying to stay within that anabolic window, which is about 3 to 4 hours, where your body gets to use the food efficiently, more efficiently that way, and gets to store your muscle glycogen more efficiently too. And the thing is with doing it first thing in the morning is that I'm not fully wide awake. I might have been able to have 1 cup of coffee, which to me is not enough to actually work out efficiently and effectively. And the thing is, when you do the first thing in the workout in the morning, you might work out at 6 a.m. and then your first meal is not till 12. That goes past that, and you actually would be better off having some branched chain amino acids, which technically kind of break the fast, And the thing is though, you don't want to break down your muscle tissue, so I recommend doing that if you work out that early. And also too, there's like a lot of fun flavored drinks out there that are branched chain amino acid flavored, which might give you that taste in your mouth to reduce your hunger then later on in the day, to keep you fasted longer. And that's the thing I would totally recommend then, having a little bit of medium chain triglycerides in there as well to keep you satisfied and full longer, because it will actually keep you fuller longer if you have some type of fats after your morning workout. So not one is better or the other, it's just that it's what your preference is. The thing is though, guys, they even did studies with like fasted state cardio, and the thing is, it's really not more fat burning. Yes, you use more fat cells to burn calories during the weight training, but when you do it over a long period of time, you burn the same amount of calories, and it's all about the calorie intake anyway, not really where the source of energy is coming from fats or carbohydrates at the time, because it comes carbohydrates first, and then for quick burst of energy, and then when you do slower steady and your body becomes more aerobic, then yes, it turns to fats, and then eventually it turns into fats and amino acids, but that's like marathon running and such, or anything cardio above an hour and above. So guys, I hope that answered your question with that one. All right guys, I'm sure there's more questions on intermittent fasting you might have, but in the meantime, you can download my free handbook to see if it answers all your questions. And that's part of my muscle and strength program. Nutrition is a big part of it, but intermittent fasting just structures your nutrition properly to give you not just a powerful mind, but also a powerful body at the same time. So please subscribe to my YouTube channel. You guys can download the free intermittent fasting handbook, and I'll see you guys soon.